Good evening. Good to have you with us here on this edition of the Urban Debate. Now, as Diwali approaches, the debate over cracker ban has once again erupted. The Supreme Court on Monday ordered that there will be no blanket ban on crackers. But the crackers that are injurious to health will not be allowed. The Supreme Court actually emphasized on the fact that you cannot play with the lives of people under the guise of celebration. But there will be no complete ban on use of firecrackers. That crackers made of banned chemicals, dangerous, harmful substances will not be allowed. For example, crackers containing barium salts are banned. Manufacture, sale and use of joint firecrackers is banned. Online sale of firecrackers is not allowed. And the most operative part, as the Supreme Court gave this order, was to say that it is a responsibility of the authorities, government officials, from the chief secretary of the state to the police commissioner and even the SHO of a local police station will be held liable if banned firecrackers are sold. The observations were made while the court set aside the Calcutta High Court order which called for a blanket ban on crackers in West Bengal. So effectively, while each state was making its own policy, either the government was or the High Court was issuing orders on what is allowed, what isn't allowed. Now the clarity has come that what the Supreme Court has said will be applicable everywhere. Now, the obvious question for any of us who are intending to use crackers is, well, what kind of crackers are allowed or not allowed? Essentially, green crackers are allowed. And I'll tell you about a little bit more about how to find that out in just a bit. But those with lithium, those with arsenic, those with lead, mercury, all these dangerous, poisonous substances, these are the ones which will not be allowed. Barium salt, like I told you, not allowed. Tonight, we're going to focus on how will we ensure that this gets followed. A big order by the Supreme Court allowing certain people to still go ahead with the tradition of bursting fireworks if they choose to do so, but saying that the extremely poisonous, harmful ones should not be allowed. Now, the Supreme Court has put the onus on the states. But how practical is it for us to implement it on ground? Should it be done at the manufacturing level, where you crack down on manufacturing facilities and factories, firecracker factories who are actually making these crackers with the harmful substances? Can you do it at the market level or the distribution level? Who's going to check it? And do we have the expertise in our local administration to identify fake green crackers or crackers positioned to be the acceptable ones, but actually being extremely harmful to you and me? That is the big challenge. Keep in mind, viewers, this isn't the first time the Supreme Court has said this. Supreme Court has been pushing for green crackers. Supreme Court has been pushing to ban harmful crackers now for several years. It's really up to the states to figure out how it will happen. And that's the question I'm asking tonight. I say good evening to Alok B. Lal, former DGP of Uttarakhand, Manpreet Sandhu, spokesperson for the Punjab Congress, Anuja Kapoor of the BJP, Avikal Sopvanchi, Program Manager for Clean Air Campaign, Centre for Science and Environment, Harjeet Singh Chabra, President for the Cracker Association in Sadar Bazaar, Delhi, also joining me right now. And let me actually see if I can first up go across to Mr. Alok Lal. Mr. Alok Lal, a lot of onus really on even the local authorities and the police, from police commissioner to the SHO. How difficult or easy will it be to implement this?
This order is most welcome because we do need protection from the pollution caused by firecrackers. Having said that, implementation is just another cup of tea. It's not easy, really, because the last lane in the remotest village also uses firecrackers. So going all the way there and finding who is using banned crackers is a very tough ask. Even in the cities itself, it will become very difficult to implement it. To my mind, the Supreme Court's order of allowing only green crackers to go to the consumer can be implemented best if this is done at the level of the manufacturer. We have most of the manufacturing done in Shibakashi, in Tamil Nadu. So if we can have the authorities of that particular district take a stringent action in this wherever they find that ordinary patakas, ordinary crackers are being passed on as green crackers, then we should take very strict action against such authorities and such people who are doing it. So my submission is that the first level is the manufacturer where it can be most effectively implemented. Then the wholesalers. We have a few hundred, maybe 1,000 old sailors in almost each state. Yet, this is a much smaller number than the consumers. Retailers, as you would have seen on the streets of all cities, they sprout up during this time. All along the streets, you have people selling firecrackers. So the implementation, if at all has to be done effectively, it has to begin at the manufacturer's level. I think that is where we can cut off most of the banned crackers.
Yes, and there that is where, you know, if you focus on that and certain hubs that we have, perhaps it's easier. But what we seem to be headed towards is in a direction where police of each state, city administration is responsible and liable to see if these banned crackers are coming into the system, being sold, being bought, and being used. Now, what is a green cracker? Let's just begin with that, because a lot of people have been talking about where can I buy a green cracker? What is it and how does it look different? We are told, according to experts, that the shell size is lower. There is lesser ash elimination that happens in the green cracker. So they're supposed to be more environment friendly, or rather less harmful to the environment. The lesser raw materials which are used in this, there is a dust suppressant which is also used to lower the emission. Now the government recently also came out with an announcement to say, how do you identify a green cracker? And the government actually said, and if this is what you want to do and identify it in a market as a consumer, you should look for a green logo, a certificate number. There will also be a QR code for the composition of that cracker. So you can scan that QR code and see what is the composition of the firework that you're actually going to buy. And government has also highlighted that boxes without logo, QR code will be fake. Now, it is our responsibility as much as it is of the government to highlight these aspects, but I didn't know this until recently, and I'm not too sure how many of the buyers out there know it either. Vikal Somvanshi, will that be a big challenge? So close to Diwali to say what you can or cannot buy and use and cannot use. Is it practical to implement it this Diwali?
It's actually not very practical to implement it this Diwali. It's too short a notice. Even I was not aware of these things till yesterday. And also, it's most of the crackers are being manufactured in informal setups. And as the sir pointed out earlier, also it happens in Tamil Nadu and get transported everywhere. So it's very late now to actually make sure that enough green crackers come into the system, because they need to be shipped from Tamil Nadu. And also, there is no guarantee that these people who are the informal market will not forge this logo and certification and the QR codes to bypass the thing, because they already have this stock lying around. So it's going to be really difficult to enforce this thing. And also, and on such that green crackers itself, they still pollute. They pollute a little less, and whatever they pollute is still very toxic. So the idea has to be thin it out, means there should not be a concentrated bursting of this cracker. If you, instead of you buy a green cracker, which is 30% less polluting, but you burst 3 of them instead of 1, you will be polluting more than what you would have polluted. So that also needs to be taken into account.
Yeah, you know, okay, so let's talk a little bit more about these green crackers and the fact that, you know, it was in 2018 the first time that the Supreme Court actually said that this is what we need to look at and this is what we need to push. Has that happened? Let me see if I can go across to Mr. Harjeet Singh Chhabra. Good evening, Mr. Chhabra. Can you hear me? Mr. Chhabra, I think you're on mute. You will have to unmute yourself. Not able to hear you, Mr. Chhabra. You'll have to unmute yourself from your screen. Okay, I'm going to go across to him in just a bit. But let me go back to Avikal on this aspect. Avikal, let's talk a little bit more about these green crackers. Has there been an exhaustive push from the states to actually ensure this? Otherwise, every year you and I can have the same debate. Oh, it's too close to Diwali, too late. By now, everything has been manufactured, everything has been promoted. There is the argument of livelihoods of people linked to these factories and firework manufacture that comes about every year. But rest of the year, do states actually look at this as an issue that must be resolved?
Unfortunate, unfortunately, there is no such data available how many states have actually pushed across for the green crackers to be manufactured and also make sure that other kinds of crackers are not manufactured. In fact, there is not even enough data of how many factories and units manufacturing crackers have actually adopted this technology. For instance, the NEERI, which is the government agency which developed the formula for green crackers, actually requires these transfer of these formulas to these manufacturers. So how many have actually gone ahead and taken this formula and are manufacturing is something which is not known to public.
Let me see if I can go across to Mr. Chhabra now. Mr. Chhabra, good evening. Can you hear me? Mr. Chhabra, good evening. Can you hear me?
Good evening, madam.
Yes. Mr. Chhabra, much confusion, of course, about as far as fireworks in Delhi are concerned. What is the situation right now? Are you able to source and sell fireworks which are allowed as per the Supreme Court guidelines?
मैडम लैंग्वेज हिंदी में थोड़ा
जी, आप मुझे ये बताएं कि पहले तो दिल्ली में बैन थे क्रैकर्स, पूरे ही कुछ भी अलाउड नहीं था. अब सुप्रीम कोर्ट कहता है कि ग्रीन क्रैकर्स और हेल्दी क्रैकर्स यूज कर सकते हैं. तो अभी क्या सिचुएशन है ग्राउंड पे? क्या आप बिजनेस कर पा रहे हैं?
नहीं मैडम, अभी तो आप देखो ना, यहाँ पर जो है हमारे सीएम साहब ने जो है बैन लगा रखा है. तो यहाँ पर तो मतलब आप समझ लो कि किसी को भी लाइसेंस जो है इशू नहीं हुए. बहुत ज्यादा दिक्कत आ रही है यहाँ पर जो है. हमारे 10 से 11 लाइसेंस टोटल है सदर बाजार के अंदर जो है, वो भी इन्होंने इशू नहीं किए. और इतनी प्रॉब्लम इन लोगों ने कर रखी है यहाँ पर. जो अगर कोई छोटा मोटा जैसे कोई लड़ी वड़ी को लेके आ भी जाता है गलती से जो है, तो पुलिस वाले बहुत ज्यादा परेशान कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर जो है. पूरी चेकिंग हो रही है उसकी जो है. तो कहने का मतलब है कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जब कह दिया है कि ग्रीन क्रैकर आप जला भी सकते हो और बेच भी सकते हो, तो हमें समझ में नहीं आ रही सीएम साहब क्यों उसको बैन कर रहे हैं.
हाँ, ओके. आप क्या मुझे ये समझा सकते हैं, आज जो दर्शक देख रहे हैं उनको, अब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बोला है कि हार्मफुल बैंड सब्सटेंसेस वाले पटाखे नहीं लेने हैं, ग्रीन क्रैकर या दूसरे वाले लेने हैं. ये कैसे पता चलेगा एक आम आदमी को जो वहाँ खरीदने जा रहा है?
मैडम जो है QR कोड पड़ा होता है, उसके ऊपर आप उसको देख सकते हैं. उस पर ग्रीन क्रैकर का लोगो भी लगा होता है उसके ऊपर जो है, ऐसे नहीं है. और बकायदा वो आपको जो है वैसे दूर से पता लग जाएगा कि ग्रीन क्रैकर है.
तो सारे ग्रीन क्रैकर्स में आप कह रहे हैं अगर वो लेजिटिमेट हैं तो एक QR कोड होता है जिसको यूज कर सकते हैं?
कोड होता है, लोगो लगा हुआ होता है ऊपर उसके जो है.
Okay, this is an important point that I want to highlight to our viewers again. कि ये जो QR कोड लगा होता है green crackers में, that is what you have to look out for. Now, in how many places is this possible, available, and how many people are checking? Gradually, hopefully, this change will come. Anuja Kapoor, but this is a big question today. To follow the Supreme Court norms, the onus at the end of the day is on the authorities. The Supreme Court has warned that from Chief Secretary to the SHO, everybody will be held responsible. Anuja Kapoor, that question to you.
Could you just repeat it again, because somehow my phone went off?
How will we ensure that this ban gets implemented, the onus on the state authorities?
Well, now this question has to be asked to Mr. CM, because how he is going to do it. You must have just heard Chhabra ji is just sitting right next to, on this panel. And he just spoke very clearly that
the CM Saab has not only banned, but has taken away the employment through which the crackers, building manufacturers were being given. Now, what I also ask, what about the smoke towers? If you have those, why don't you also look into something which can prevent the pollution in future? because the smoke towers which are now here are also not working. To Punjab is going in. To not to bring something that Supreme Court has asked the states to go ahead and ensure. But nothing can be ensured because now he has put a ban, total ban on this. They have also went for the Supreme Court to ask to give a blanket ban also. But Supreme Court has clearly told that we cannot provide a blanket ban. Now understand that one way you are giving a ban to the people, one way people doesn't know that they can go for a crackers or not. The green crackers will come very later. So you understand there is a lot of confusion. What should they do? There is a ban. There is not a ban. You can, burst the crackers, which is the green crackers. Then people don't know. How many people know English right now who is going to, hear mirror now? The Aam Aadmi, the people who only understand Hindi will not even know what we were talking about. So it is a very, very big confusion. And then, do you think this is possible where there is bribe and corruption? Do you think you can take it off? No. As they say that there will be a lot of corruption which will also follow. So we have to understand that we are looking into a festival where people should also celebrate. Why can't they, either they put a total ban on the manufactured stuff, don't allow it, then clearly don't allow it, or find the alternatives. And the alternative should be either when you are asking for smoke towers, make it usable. Why you go in the end for the farmers who have the stubble has been burning? Put a smoke tower out there then. Why are you putting smoke tower in Delhi and telling that Delhi is polluted?
Okay,
So,
Anuja, you know what? Let me take a step back here. Since now that you've made your point, let me take a step back and let me reiterate what this conversation is about. I know you have an commentary to make about the Delhi government. Fair enough, you've made your point. That's not the question I've asked you. That is not the point of the debate tonight. The point of the debate tonight is what the Supreme Court has said, and that the onus is on state governments, on police department, on local administration, on chief secretary, city district administration to implement this. I am asking political parties tonight if they are aware of that and they are doing so. So can we please spare the politics out of this, and whether it is allowed or not allowed? The Supreme Court has said it. That's what everywhere it has to be. How are you going to implement it in the BJP governed states is my question to you.
Look, for this, if we really look into it, as you very correctly said, Tanvi, everywhere politics cannot come. And I totally abide with that. By saying this, yes, where there is a BJP government, the same way, what can be done is that we can arrange the NGOs and the local HSPOs, where they can become a friend of the police, and they can, we can awareness. Now it is very late for awareness.
So why is it late for awareness now? The Supreme Court has been talking about green crackers and harmful crackers versus acceptable crackers since 2018. You are telling me आपका channel हिंदी speaking नहीं देखेंगे, उनको पता नहीं चलेगा. ये सरकार की responsibility है अनुजा कपूर जी. सरकार को बताना है लोगों को कि green crackers कैसे identify करने हैं और बाकी crackers जो है बाजार के बाहर होने चाहिए, allowed नहीं होने चाहिए.
ये जो आपने अभी सवाल पूछा है, तो ये आप पता लगाइए ना कि कितने लोगों को इसके बारे में जानकारी है.
ये सरकार की रिस्पांसिबिलिटी है जानकारी देना. आप खुद एक्सेप्ट कर रही हैं that people don't know. It's not my or your responsibility. It is the responsibility of the government. For all the grandstanding that you want to do, what are the governments actually doing to push the manufacturers towards green crackers?
The crackers are already there. Ask Chhabra ji. इन्होंने कितने सारे लेकर रखे हैं, and how much, what is happening, where there is the people have already cracked that up. They have put lot of crackers in their store. Now there is a ban. You ensure that don't give license to those people. Then don't give license to the people, to the ones who are, you feel that the problems are going to be there's going to be a problem. So this is how the first thing is, don't give license, cancel the licenses.
Anuja Kapoor says don't give licenses, cancel the licenses. Manpreet Sandhu of the Congress Party also with me. Manpreet Sandhu, this is no more about what the people buy or sell, or even the firecracker sellers and manufacturers. The Supreme Court has very clearly stated the responsibility is on you guys.
Yeah, it should be. That's fair enough. The government is meant to be implementing the law and the rules, and the law and order has to be maintained. There's no doubt about it. But the problem is Tanvi, that the again you'll say you'll comment on it that it's a blame game sort of a thing, but it's not a blame game. It's a fact. The fact of the situation is that the government of India is not doing anything about it. They are not serious about all these things. If you remember, Tanvi, I'll just go back into about last 2-3 years. I've been debating with you over here on the stubble burning issue. And you remember 3 years back, I had very categorically said on this channel that the Chief Minister of Punjab is writing letters to the Prime Minister that please convene a meeting on this because it's an interstate issue. Till date, I can say till date, no meeting has ever been convened by the Prime Minister or the Environment Minister or the Home Minister on this issue. Otherwise, they are free to, otherwise, they have all the time to convene meetings on other issues, but not on the issues which matter to the people, of this country, the health of the country, the children, the old people, everybody, it affects everybody. But not a single meeting has been convened till date. What will they implement the law? They will not.
But isn't it up to the state authorities today? The point is that is your state government, is your local administration, is your local police capable and skilled and ready to carry out these kind of checks? And where are you carrying out these kind of checks? Are they at the borders where the firecrackers are being brought in? Are they in the markets? How are you going to go about it?
See, the staff, the police, and everybody, they're all basically with the changing trends. We also need to, retrain them or give them fresher courses in these trainings. And we've done one similar course in Punjab in the last month or so, where we need to even see the police people who have been recruited 10 years back or 15 years back. They somehow every year there are new laws and new things are coming in, like green crackers, red crackers, or whatever. So definitely we need to retrain our people also. The staff needs to be retrained. The police has to be, informed. They have to be made aware of these issues, that this is how things have to be implemented. And we are doing that.
Let me go back to Avikal on this point. Avikal, the point that is also being made is that we need to bring in the NGOs to spread awareness amongst people about green crackers. I did read some reports that the same NGOs have actually also highlighted how majority of firecracker producers are putting in fake QR codes and barcodes. So this entire technology aspect is yet to be functional. Let's talk about what's really happening on ground and what is the firecracker that most people are still buying today.
You rightly said there's a lot of fake green crackers in the market, and there is no, like, you can have a QR code and QR code can tell you anything. How many actually people read the QR code on these things? So we don't know. And the firecrackers, even if they are green, irrespective, even the Supreme Court acknowledges, even if they are green, they are slightly less polluting and less toxic than the regular crackers. But the problem of Diwali is not just the cracker, it's the concentration of the crackers being bursted and the peak pollution, the smoke which gathers around the city, which is super toxic, which is the bigger problem. So the whole night of Diwali, when the city becomes almost impossible to breathe in, that's the thing. And no matter what an NGO like mine or others are doing, if there is no control on the manufacturing and supplying of this, the consumer will never know. Consumer will trust the QR code or not trust the QR code, but the government needs to make sure that there is a standard, there is a certification for these crackers, and we also need scientific evidence if these crackers which are labeled when they bursted in field in the real life situation, are they really less polluting? We have no scientific literature on this till date. Even the government agencies which have developed this thing have not published any scientific literature or scientific study to show that there is actual reduction. You can have lesser barium or lesser arsenic in the thing, but the thing is, when 2 crore people of Delhi or 100 crore people of India will burst it together, even this small एक bone से sagar bhar jata hai, that's what's going to happen. That's the problem with Diwali. If we burst this crackers, the same amount spread over a month, the air will not be as toxic and it will not have as dire effect on people's health directly as it happens on Diwali night. So the stupid thing which many cities and other governments are doing that, we're gonna let people burst it only for 2 days, 2 hours. So we're gonna have a super concentration of these fumes coming into city in those 2 hours. And what will we do after that? So the idea is not just to reduce the toxicity of the individual cracker, but also to reduce the amount of it being bursted. And we also need to spread it out over the time so that the concentration of these fumes doesn't build up in the air. And that's the main challenge.
So
And that's what
so
people
you're
need
saying,
to
if I can
understand.
just clarify this and emphasize on the fact, you're saying there isn't any credible exhaustive research on whether green crackers are that helpful. I mean, I remember when 3 years ago, when the first Supreme Court order came, there was much confusion on what is a green cracker and the need to actually have to define it as well. But wasn't those decisions and those considerations made at that time of whether green crackers help or don't?
So there is no scientific literature to support if the green crackers actually are green or are less toxic. There are certain chemical formulations and all which have been put forward by NERI, which is a government agency, and these formulas have been tested in the lab. And what we hear from the manufacturers last year, that these formulas work in the lab, but when they are trying to make it in their workshops, they don't work, and the product they manufacture goes bad within a very short period, so the very small shelf life. And till date, I'll tell you, you go search Google or all the academic journals and peer-reviewed journals. There's not a single study done in India which has tested the efficacy and efficiency of these green crackers. How much do they produce, and how is it compared to a traditional cracker? In fact, if you go around looking, you won't find many studies which have even quantified how much a regular traditional cracker produces in form of emissions. So it's a gray area, and what we keep talking about green crackers is actually more of a rhetoric than actually based on science and evidence.
Anuja Kapoor, now this is where the states need to come in. Outside of the politics, this is what the states have to look at. We're designing these policies. We are, deciding on people's livelihood, their businesses, on health. Most importantly, on the health of our future generations. Basis no scientific evidence.
Yeah, so this is what this is what we are looking into, is that the crackers, the green crackers, scientifically it has not been proven, but it is still there in the market, and it is being still called as safe. And the Supreme Court has also said that we can only use green crackers. So what more is need to be done? Yes, that the government, who is right now is us, that we have to look into the specifications of this, and it should be for the development and the well-being of the public. It has to be looked into more deeply, so that the hazards such as asthma and all and the pollution should be taken under control. So yes, I do feel that cognizance on this should be taken more seriously. And this is what I feel. So definitely, Tanvi, I'm not doing politics out here. And I really feel, because even me being itself, on a bronchitis situation. So I do feel that, yes, we need to do more of, during the time of this, not only the celebrations, the things should be coming up, but yes, it should be done before also. And this should be passed more into a law with the help of it in the parliament, and this should also be covered up in this. So I don't know how the scientific thing has because when the labs they do it, they do put it, that is why it is there in the market. But I don't know how, even if he's saying that how things are not being done in the lab properly, and then it is still there in the market. And if it is still there in the market, then it should be taken off.
Yes, because a lot of places where you see, one of course is the example that he gave, and what Avikul said about the CSIR and the NERI Council of Research, Scientific and Industrial Research joint report and study that came out. A lot of the other figures which actually float around are being quoted by the manufacturers. It's the manufacturers who are saying, oh, we have 30% less of this dangerous content, whether it's barium or lithium, which is why they're 30% less polluting. I am hoping that when we go about making bigger policy decisions that are about people's lives, we actually do a more deeper research into it. That's one aspect. Let me go back to the implementation, what the current policy is and the implementation of that policy. And there, I will come back to you, Mr. Lal, because irrespective of, the point that you made, completely valid, that the bigger crackdown needs to be on the manufacturing end. But tomorrow, it can also be the police commissioner of Mumbai, Delhi, or even Dehradun, who is held responsible by the Supreme Court. Now, so what should be the solution there? Are we going to now start deploying people today and tomorrow and a couple of days before Diwali to do checks of these markets? And if there are fake green crackers, I don't think any SHO will be able to spot that either.
Sadhvi, the other participants in this discussion have also pointed out that implementing certain laws is difficult, and this order of the Supreme Court is no exception. The Supreme Court orders are to be taken as law of the land, and therefore there is no question except to implement them. We can't say that we'll implement this, we'll implement that, but not this. What I mean to say is that the Supreme Court orders have to be carried out. It's not merely pollution which is caused by these crackers. It is burn injuries also. Every year, hundreds of cases come to the hospitals where people get seriously injured due to burns or even die. And there is a huge loss of animal life. If you take a walk in the morning after Diwali, in the morning you'll find in the gardens and in the lawns and in the parks, there are many birds which are lying dead. And that is because of the crackers which are being burst by human beings. So as a part of responsibility, all of us should not use such crackers. Now coming back to the implementation part of it. Implementation cannot be left entirely to the administration or the police. The public has to participate, and the public should understand its responsibility towards fellow human beings and towards the environment, in general. Unless this is done, I don't think that any law which is passed by the legislature or by the court of law can be implemented. So let us say that on this day, just a couple of days before the happy festival of Diwali, let us, as the citizens, all resolve that we'll help the authorities to implement the order of the Supreme Court. Because all said and done, the order of the Supreme Court is in the interest of all of us. It is in the interest of each individual except those who have manufactured and want to sell the product they have manufactured. I can understand the difficulties of those who are manufacturing or are carrying out this particular business. There will have to be some alternatives to this. The government will have to come in with new policies to control what kind of stuff is manufactured. We must look at what is manufactured. Therefore, I'll go back to my original statement that what is manufactured must be checked very closely.
Very well said, Mr. Lal, as always. And I'm going to take that opportunity to thank all of our panelists for joining us. We will have to truncate this conversation